Plato told us a story about prisoners born in a cave, shackled since childhood, forced to stare at shadows dancing on a wall. But he never imagined we'd build the cave ourselves, carve it from silicon, worship its shadows, willingly. We lined its walls with glass and pixels, fed the fire with data, likes, shares, clicks. Each flicker more dazzling than the last, each shadow shaped just for us. No chains this time, just choice and comfort, and the sweet, soft glow of a screen. We stopped looking for the sun, stopped asking what lies beyond the cave. We made the shadows real and called it truth. The prisoners never left. They just became the architects. The cave needs new shadows, so you'll never look away. The Stoics called this prosoche, attention as the rarest currency. But today, you spend it on outrage, on envy, on 15-second dreams. You scroll not to discover, but to forget. Forget the silence, forget the self, forget that the chains are velvet now, and you put them on yourself. The algorithm doesn't show you what's true, it shows you what keeps you. And the more you stare, the more the shadows stare back. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, to listen twice as much as we speak." But now, 10,000 voices scream into your palms. Every second, a storm of opinions, fears, demands. Noise dressed as connection. And the loneliest place on earth is a chat room with 500 friends. We used to seek wisdom from the stillness, a walk, a breath, a moment beneath the stars. Now, we refresh the page, hoping someone sees us, hears us, but in the flood of updates, the soul goes unread. What good is a voice if no one listens? What good is a crowd if you still feel alone? Plato warned, truth hurts. To see the sun is to see your chains, to realize. Your politics are algorithms. Your passions are dopamine hits. Your self, a profile pic edited into oblivion. They told you freedom was choice, but every choice was curated. Every scroll, a leash made of light. You mistook stimulation for connection, validation for love, data for meaning. You didn't escape the cave, you upgraded it. The sun burns because it's real, and reality has no filters, no likes, no infinite feed to soften the silence. Truth isn't viral, it's quiet, still, and waiting beyond the screen. Aristotle asked, what is the function of man? To reason, to choose, to seek the good. But in here, no questions are asked, no answers are needed, because the cave answers for you. Consume, react. Repeat, tap, scroll, numb. Your mind, a muscle, now atrophied. Your will, outsourced to the algorithm, until thinking feels painful, until silence is unbearable, until stillness is mistaken for death. And so the feed becomes your pulse, the screen, your mirror, and the shadows, the only thing you trust. The exit isn't one door, but thousands. The Buddhists let go. The Stoics choose what you can control. Nietzsche, dance on the graves of your idols. You were never meant to be passive, not just a user, not just a viewer, not just content. You are not your feed. You are not your followers. You are not the silence between notifications. You are the chooser, the observer of thought, the breaker of loops, the one who sees the shadows and walks anyway. They taught you to fear the unknown, but that's where freedom lives. You don't have to leave the cave today. You don't have to run or tear down the walls. You don't even have to believe there's a world beyond the flicker. Just pause, breathe, look a little closer, notice the strings, notice the hands behind the light. You don't have to leave the cave today, just question the shadows. That's how it begins.